I would like now to introduce your speaker for today, Daniel J. Pilla. Daniel J. Pilla is a tax litigation consultant, premium proponent, and advocate for taxpayer rights. For over 3 decades, Dan has been tremendously successful in his negotiations with the IRS. Regarded as one of the country's premier experts in IRS procedures, Dan provides people across the country with sound solutions to their tax-related problems. He has helped countless thousands of citizens solve their personal and business tax problems they thought might never be solved. Furthermore, Dan's proven techniques can effectively prevent IRS problems before they begin. Dan is the author of 14 books, dozens of research reports, and hundreds of articles. Dan's work is regularly featured on radio, television, as well as in major newspapers, leading magazines, and trade publications nationwide. His books have been recommended by prominent magazine and financial publications such as the Wall Street Journal, Money, Family Circle, and Investors Business Daily. The Wall Street Journal ranked Dan's book, The IRS Problem Solver, as the #1 textbook in America. Dan has written or contributed to major articles for Reader's Digest, National Review Reason, USA Today magazine, and others. Dan was a consultant to the National Commission on Restructuring the IRS. He works with the numerous public policy research institutes and presented testimony to Congress on several occasions. His testimony to the Senate Finance Committee blew the lid of the IRS abuse and led to many new taxpayers' rights and protections. He's admitted to practice before the United States Tax Court before he represents taxpayers across the nation. We welcome you, Mr. Daniel J. Pilla, on the program. We are now ready to begin. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you for that introduction. I appreciate that, and I want to welcome everybody to today's webinar here. We're going to be talking about the meals and entertainment deductions in light of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. When the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act took effect in January 1st, 2018, obviously there's a great number of changes that occurred with the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, and one of those changes is called a lot of the changes have caused a tremendous amount of questions, and one change in particular has business people up in arms, really, and questioning whether they're going to be allowed to deduct their meals and entertainment expenses. And so that's what we're going to drill into. And I want to take a deep dive here into the background of meal and entertainment expenses, generally speaking, and then we're going to take a very, very hard and specific look at exactly how the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act changed Code Section 274. We're going to look at what the code changes are,